We are back now with David Hasselhoff. You know, he saved lives in Baywatch. He's been behind the wheel in Knight Rider. Now he's starring in Hoff the Record. That's why I've been saying it all morning. It is a mockumentary where David plays a character loosely based on himself. Here's a clip. In it, the Hoff is surprised to find an intruder in his hotel room.
Where'd you get that jacket?
Still works.
How'd you get in here? I'm gonna call security.
No, don't worry. I see them. I just tell them my name and they say, oh, go right up.
What the hell's your name?
Wait, it's Dieter.
Where'd you get my jacket?
You gave it to my mother 25 years ago. You know, the night that the Berlin Wall fell? The same night that I was conceived. I am Dieter Hasselhoff. I am your son.
Oh!
Oh, Dieter.
Dieter Hasselhoff, the funny part about it is that kid always stays in character. He's a method actor, you know. He's English, but he's always Dieter Hasselhoff, you know. It's so crazy, yeah.
And you were just telling me the jacket really still works?
The jacket still, that is the same jacket I wore on the Berlin Wall 24 years ago, you know. But it's really an honor to be on your show and back in the USSA because the show is here, baby.
Yep.
You know, and I want to work here, and it's a comedy, and we got fantastic reviews, and it's kind of like Curb Your Enthusiasm, you know, with a little, you know, a little dash of well, I can't remember the other show.
Well, it reminds me of Donnie Deutsch's new show. Yeah. You're really willing to make fun of yourself, to have fun with yourself. Is that cathartic in any way for you?
It is. It almost became therapy because all the stuff that was written about me before, all the times when I got some seriously bad press for like doing something at home, right. You know, I was able to address that through comedy. You know, and through entertainment. And I thought, oh my God, this is great. You know?
I think you're referring to something that you do touch on, which is that viral video.
Yeah. Everybody brings it up.
Well,
yeah.
But you bring it up on the show.
Well, 11 million hits in one day. You know, my daughter comes in and says, Dad, you got 11 million hits. I'm going, oh my God, it's ridiculous. But I said, come on. I address it in the show. You know, maybe tonight I'm gonna have 8 burgers and 24 beers, and guess what? You can't film it because it's at home. Yeah. It's in my home, and that was the whole point. And we were able to do that through the series. Got great reviews, great ratings. Picked up on Access TV with Mark Cuban, who said the 3 greatest things. I love the show, I love you in it, and let's move it to LA.
I love it.
I need sun.
So David, is anything off limits?
No. No. I remember once reading a headline, can you embarrass this man? No, you can't, you know.
Tell me a little bit about the Baywatch reboot. What was that like being back on the set? You
know, it was a lot of fun. You know, I had to get in pretty good shape because you stand next to The Rock. Rock is like a man and a half.
Yeah.
And Zach is like right behind him. So I went in the gym and pumped a little bit, but the best part about it was they were really extremely nice, and they gave me the respect of the guy who created the role, yeah. You know, and they were lovely people. And I even met The Rock's mom, and it was just really nice to be down there, and it gave me a great feeling about the reboot of the show. And I might be back in a different way, and I might be singing, and a lot of things may come out of it. My daughter's always said, Dad, get in the game. That's your advice. You got to get in the game.
She's a good daughter.
Yeah, you know what? And I believe in my daughters because a lot of times when things were bad, my daughter would come on, Dad, you know, let's go. And then get in the game because if you know, you can be watching it on television or you can be in the game. So I'm in the game.
You're in the game. David Hasselhoff, everybody. The show is Hoff the Record. It premieres this Thursday on Access TV.